Coming up on this edition of Inside the Tribe, you'll see the Festival of Lights Queen and EP Junior, Chloe Rogers, give some information about the census.
Plus, we'll see if Miss Menzione knows as much about literature as Miss Dawson knows about softball in a trivia competition. Inside the Tribe starts right now.
Thanks for joining us in this week's edition of Inside the Tribe. I'm Ms. Church.
And I'm Mr. Simmons.
EPCHS said goodbye to another family member last week when we lost Danita Martin. Danita was a positive light in the cafeteria who always greeted students and staff with a smile. Some co-workers and staff members affectionately called her mom, and some students affectionately called her grandma. She never failed to laugh at a joke and was so loved by her cafeteria family and by all of us. Rest easy, Danita. You will be missed.
East Peoria High School is hosting a blood drive at the Stony Creek Inn in East Peoria on Thursday, April 23rd from noon to 6 p.m. For an appointment, please visit redcrossblood.org. Our sponsor code is rock and roll, or you can call the Red Cross at 1-800-RED-CROSS.
We're back with some more shout outs in this week's edition of the Raider Report. Our first shout out comes from Mrs. Fleming, who would like to give a shout out to Miss Dawson, aka Jilly D, for continuing on with Inside the Tribe and making everyone smile, even though you don't have to. Mrs. Fleming said, "You do things because it makes others happy, and that trait is so appreciated."
Miss Dawson would like to give a shout out to Mr. Gonaghan. Miss Dawson had this to say about Mr. Gonaghan. Everyone should be lucky enough to have a friend like Brett Gonaghan. Mr. Gonaghan is willing to do anything to help a friend. He helps with the lunches daily. He risks his own life to make all better drivers. He checks in with me all the time to see if there's anything he can do to help me with Inside the Tribe, and he genuinely cares for the people in his life. Thank you for being you, Mr. Gonaghan. You are truly appreciated.
Speaking of Mr. Gonaghan, he would like to give a couple of shout outs. His first is to Andrew Harvey, the man behind the scenes of Inside the Tribe who is helping to keep ITT going strong through this time.
Mr. Gonaghan would also like to give a shout out to all the seniors. Mr. Gonaghan had this to say to the seniors. I'm so sorry about the news that school is canceled for the remainder of the school year. Stay positive and finish strong. Although you don't get a proper graduation, everyone will forever remember the graduation year of 2020. The rest of your life, when you talk about your high school graduation, every person will remember that specific time. Again, stay positive and think about it in a unique, cool way. All of us are so proud of the class of 2020.
Mrs. Thornton would like to give a shout out to everyone that is helping make and distribute lunches. You're all risking your own health to make sure our kids are fed and taken care of. We're grateful for you.
Our next shout out comes from Kara Kaczynski. She would like to wish Aaron Brandon and Corey Taylor a happy 16th birthday.
Kara would also like to thank everyone who has appeared on Inside the Tribe and for keeping it going. Kara said, "The show brings normalcy to the craziness and it gives me something to look forward to every week." No, she's not back as Carol Baskin this time, but we did have her back to give us another weather report.
Again, to fulfill her lifelong dream of being the weather girl, here's Mrs. Lamb.
Hi guys, welcome back to this week's weather report. I'm so excited that the weather this week will be so much better than last week. Tonight you've got a mild 45 degrees. Tomorrow we're almost to 60, but then the rest of the week you can see Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we're at 70 degrees with a slight chance of rain. Hope you guys have a good one. And now back to everybody else.
Coming up, Festival of Lights Queen and EP Junior, Chloe Rogers, has some information about the census.
And see who won the battle of the softball/literature trivia with Miss Menzione and Miss Dawson.
Hi, I'm Miss Festival of Lights Queen, Chloe Rogers. Whether you are an East Peoria Raider, Illinois Central College Cougar, or Bradley University Brave, this message is for you. Whether you're a student or teacher, recent graduate or retiree, new parent or grandparent, this message is for you. When you get your invitation from the U.S. Census Bureau to participate in the 2020 census, I am counting on you to participate, and so is our state. The 2020 census determines the number of seats Illinois will have in the U.S. House of Representatives for the next 10 years. Just imagine how much has changed in the past decade. Now think about being able to make an impact all the way to 2030. Shape your future. Start here. Visit 2020census.gov.
This next segment of Inside the Tribe is brought to you by
Spanish by Six. Last week, as you know, Miss Menzioni was my co-host for Inside the Tribe, and so afterwards we stuck around and we thought it would be fun to play a little game. So Menz is going to ask me 10 questions about softball trivia, and we'll see how many I get right, the self-proclaimed most unathletic person in the world. And I'm going to ask her 10 questions about literature, and we're going to see how many she gets right. We're going to keep score. And so Menz is going to go first. So you're going to ask me the first question about softball trivia.
Okay. How far apart are the bases in softball?
Do you want that in feet or inches?
Feet.
How many feet apart are the bases in softball? I'm going to guess 10.
60.
Okay, that was not good. Okay, well, let me ask you a question. What was the pen name of the Mississippi Riverboat pilot who created the fictional characters Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn?
I should know this.
The real name was Samuel Clemens, but he wrote under a different name.
I couldn't even give you a good guess.
Mark Twain.
I knew that.
Like I knew 60 feet, right? Okay, give me another one.
Okay. The fastest softball pitch ever recorded was recorded by Monica Abbott. How fast was the pitch?
104 miles per hour.
Very close. 77.
Some people can throw that fast, right? Like, no?
In baseball.
Okay.
And very few.
Does it slow softball players down because they have to, like, wind up? Okay. Next question. Next literature question. What is the title of Tolkien's sequel to The Hobbit? I'm going to give you a hint. It's also a movie. So this author named Tolkien wrote The Hobbit, but he also wrote another series of books.
I'm going to say Harry Potter.
No, The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, gosh.
But they're both kind of fantasy, so same genre. Okay,
there you
next
go.
softball
there
question.
You go.
I can feel it. I got
The USA softball team won back-to-back gold medals. What year was the second gold medal won? They've been out of the Olympics for a little bit.
The USA softball team won 2 gold medals in 2 different Olympics, like back-to-back years. What year was the second one? I'm going to say 1998.
Close, 2000.
Oh, it's closer than the other. Still not right. You see the score? 0-0.
We can change that.
Okay, third question. In the children's book Charlotte's Web, Charlotte is what type of animal?
A spider.
Yes! You got it.
I knew it.
1 point. Okay.
All right. If a runner is hit by a ball in fair territory, what happens?
Can I ask you what fair territory is?
Yes, it's between the 2 white lines.
So like if it's out of the white line, that's like a foul. Okay. So if a runner is hit, like hit with the ball.
If a batter hits the ball and the runner's running from first to second, and the runner running from first to second gets hit with the ball, what happens to the runner?
It's an out.
Yes! It's a point for you.
Good deal.
Nice.
I got one right.
Look at you go.
Okay, this one I think you're going to know. What school did Harry Potter go to?
Hogwarts.
Yes!
Yes!
There you go.
I don't even like Harry Potter.
I don't either.
Oh.
Okay, next question.
What is it called when a runner has to wait to advance when a batter hits a fly ball?
Okay, read that again, please.
What is it called when a runner has to wait to advance when the batter hits a fly ball?
So they can't like steal a base and they can't go because the batter hit it and it's a foul.
It can be fair or foul.
But there's a term if they have to wait.
Yes, that is called something. They're waiting on the base.
A cooling off period.
That would be nice, but it's called tagging up.
Okay, tagging up.
Some of our girls need a cool off period.
Okay.
We call that tagging up.
Tagging up. Okay. Next question, number 5. Who is the beloved silly old bear of the 100-acre woods?
I don't think I have any idea, but a bear with sounds like a scary name, so I'm going to say Grizzly.
Winnie the Pooh.
What?
A scary name. Winnie, the silly old bear of the 100-acre woods. You know, Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Tigger.
Eeyore.
Okay.
I should ask for clarification on that.
Maybe.
Oh boy. How far is home plate to second base?
Like in feet?
Yes. Remember, the bases are 60 feet.
60. So from home plate to second, which is kind of like a straight shot,
Correct.
right? 100.
No. 84 feet, 10 1/4 inches.
Would you have given it to me if I said 84?
Yes.
Okay, but I didn't.
But you didn't.
Number 6. Tweedledee and Tweedledum are characters from which children's book? It's also a Disney movie.
The problem is I don't watch many movies. And I used to run away when my mom would try and read to me.
To the softball field.
Somewhere other than sitting there and listening to somebody read. So Tweedledee
And Tweedledum.
sounds like Dumbo.
Alice in Wonderland.
I got
I
nothing.
tried to pick children's book because I thought you might.
Got nothing.
Okay.
Got nothing.
Okay.
All right. So
You're still ahead
I'm
by 1.
still winning. Even though the NCAA season was cut short, they did name a player of the year this year. What university did she attend? Warm weather.
Alabama. University of Alabama.
That's a good guess, but it was Texas.
Okay.
That was a long shot.
That was a long shot. Okay. This is probably the hardest one I have on the list.
Weren't they all hard? Oh my gosh.
Which famous which famous novel starts with the line? It's like a famous line. Call me Ishmael. I'll give you a hint. It's a story about like the sea. The sea. Call me Ishmael.
I know that. I do know it, and I've heard it. Call me Noah's Ark.
Moby Dick.
Dang it!
Noah's Ark.
That's all I got.
That's okay.
How far away is the pitcher's mound from home plate in high school and in college?
So home plate to second base was like 84 point whatever away. Was that in high school
Yes.
and college too? 60 feet.
43. 60 is the base path.
Yeah, I remember that now. Okay, next question for you. What is the name of the scientist who creates the grotesque creature in Mary Shelley's novel with the same title? So the scientist's name and the title of the book are the same. And in the book, the scientist creates a grotesque creature.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Frankenstein.
I've watched that before too.
Okay.
All right.
I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up.
You're right. This one, I have faith in you.
Oh gosh.
In the past 10 years, we have had a Peoria Journal-Star Player of the Year 5 times. 2 of them won the award twice. Who were the 3 players recognized?
Can you tell me the years?
If I can remember them.
Okay.
Let's see. 2017.
Alyssa Graves.
There you go. 1.
Okay.
2018 and 19.
Mo.
Good.
Okay.
This one was, want to say 14 or 15, and then 11 and 12.
So that last one won it twice.
Won it twice, her freshman and senior years.
Sarah Fink.
There you go.
Yay! Next question. Who wrote Romeo and Juliet?
Well, Miss Romeo.
Right? That's your obvious answer.
Obvious. Who wrote Miss Romeo and Juliet? Miss Romeo.
William Shakespeare.
I should have known that one.
Maybe, but that's okay. I should have known a couple of those too.
Okay. How many outs are there in a 7-inning game?
Can you explain to me why you does high school only go to 7 innings? Okay. I remember that from the state games. So how many outs are there?
How many outs are there
in a
7-inning game?
So like in a high school game, how many outs are there?
High school and college play same. 7 innings.
I feel like this should be easy, but it's probably like a trick question. 3.
How many outs are there in a 7-inning game at all 7?
How many outs? Am I going to have to do math for this? Well, wait. So like one team gets up and there's 3 outs, and the other team gets up and there are 3 outs, and that's 1 inning.
Let me clarify.
Okay.
For one team. For your
for
team
one
only.
Team. 21.
There you go.
Yay!
All right.
Thanks for all the hints for that one.
You're welcome.
Okay. I feel like you're going to know this one.
I should have known a lot more.
Because it is a literature and a softball/baseball question.
If I don't get it, I should be fired. All right.
Okay. In the novel, A League of Their Own, and yes, it was a book before it became the movie, There's No Crying in Baseball.
Okay.
What was the name of the women's league? The acronym is AAGPBL. So what does that acronym stand for? The name of the league. AAGPBL.
All American Baseball League.
Those were all right. Now you just got to get the middle too.
Professional.
Yes.
Is that just too obvious? Girls?
Now say it all.
All American Girls Professional Baseball League.
Yes, girl. Yes. So look at this. It's a tie. I would high five you, but the whole social distancing thing, you can't do it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our little trivia game, and that's all we have the time for today. Have a good day.
That's not all, but that's all we have time for today. For all information, visit the school's website, ep309.org. or go to the school's social media accounts.
Also, be sure to follow Inside the Tribe on Instagram at inside_the tribe.
That's all for this week. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Inside the Tribe. I'm Mr. Simmons.
And I'm Miss Church. And from everyone here at Inside the Tribe,
have a great Raider Day.